Hello, me again for the third time, and this should be the last time for this series or this group of videos. And so I'm just going to pick up where I left off in the previous video, which is I left off with Canvas help going through this. So now I'm going to pick up with the course info module. And this is a really important module because as you can see, it has the detailed syllabus and a little bit more like some information about me. And I do want to highlight the syllabus. Again, remember the one in the white menu bar over here just lists the assignments, due dates, and links to the assignments. This is like the regular, written out syllabus, as you can see in 1 second. Let it come up. And you can download this so you can print it. But just the basic information, sections 3, sections 4, summer 3, the description, or I'm not going to read all this, the state mandated outcomes, and our additional call-in outcome, which is personal responsibility. There's some important dates to note. Census date is the 18th. So it comes up quickly, which means that if you drop before this date, or I guess technically on this 18th in this case, you would not get a W, like a withdraw, on your transcript. Withdraw date is the 11th, so you've got a little time there. And grades will be due. I have to turn in grades to the college's system, the official system, on the 19th by 11 p.m. And so they probably won't, I don't know how long it takes grades to post. If you've been here before, obviously another college or university, then, it probably takes a day or two, or I don't know if they appear instantly for students. Here's the kicker though. A lot of students, which is fine, change courses at the last minute, switch courses, etc. If you are one of those students, again, it's not a major issue, but just be aware that you won't be able to complete any past or previous assignments. So you will have zeros, or in this case, usually you won't be able to complete the extra credit, uploading your picture for extra credit. College repeat policy, this is just state stuff, plagiarism, just don't do it. There's no need to. And for this course, the questions are very specific. So it'd be really hard to plagiarize anyway. Religious holidays, I don't think there's any coming up for any of, at least of the major religions. But if there is, I need to know 2 weeks ahead of time via email. But again, you can work ahead, so that's not going to be an issue. My info, my office is at the Plano campus, but I'm not there during the summer. So if you want to meet with me, it has to be online using a tool similar to Skype or FaceTime. The tool that we use at the college is called Zoom, Zoom. It's free, and I have there's a separate module devoted to that. We'll get to in a minute. There's my phone number, but again, I won't be in my office, so always shoot me an email. Here is my email address in case Canvas were to get shut down for some reason. But again, you need to send it through Canvas. This is for like a backup and emergency, please. Course details, minimum technology requirements. You'll need Microsoft Word, as I've gone over before. Nothing, extraordinary. Adobe Acrobat Reader, and that's about it. Obviously high-speed internet, so forth. Already gone over this when I went over the syllabus in the white menu bar to the left, that there are no late assignments. Technological difficulties, your computer crashes 5 minutes before you're going to turn in the assignment, or 5 minutes before the assignment's due, common illnesses, travel, just I got in a fender bender yesterday and couldn't do my work. Won't cut it. And as again, I'll repeat this: do not wait till the last minute to try to submit your assignment. So just keep that in mind. There are no on-site meetings or official online meetings unless you want to set up like a one-on-one online meeting with me. The textbook online, you might want to review this information. I know I have a separate module, but this kind of has everything laid out. And these are the 2 codes you will buy. Those are the ISBN numbers. The actual codes are different, obviously. And then you will also need, as I pointed out, the code for your section. Please make sure you pick the right section. Again, I'm in WS4, but WS3, besides the code, the course is exactly the same. These are just adjoin codes. This is basically what you enter so you can find the course in Top Hat, because each course has a specific ID, basically. And then you'll need the course password, which is colon, again, case sensitive. And you'll set up your account. You'll create your own password. And you should see a link to the course. And I have it under the technical support, but here's also the email. You can try chatting. There's the phone number to call. And people are very, very nice and very helpful at Top Hat. And this is the URL, which isn't active. For some reason, I need to configure the settings in my Adobe when I convert to PDFs. But anyway, if you typed in like success, tophat.com, it would probably bring up, a list of links or something, and you can pick the contact. But this is how you can go here and chat with someone at Top Hat for free, of course. Method evaluation. This is the rubric I mentioned, earlier, I guess in the second video or the first video, that will be attached to every assignment. And these are just so you have an idea of what is expected. These are the discussion posts. They're 56.1 points each. And, exceeds expectations is an A. Mastery is a B. Near mastery, so basically suffices. Okay, not great, not horrible. And of course, D or F needs significant improvement, or the element, let's say, your reply post is just missing. You can see I don't have points attached to these, but I usually grade around on for, let's see, 56.1, 56. I'll usually probably grade around on a 3-point difference. So, 53, 50, 47, etc. So you can kind of get an idea. And if you just divide 47 by 56, you get, it'll tell you, an 88 or 87.3, whatever. And so you're like, oh, that's a B. Okay, so I generally got a B. Those critical questions, there's 8. Because remember, in the 9th chapter, there is no critical question. That's why the unevenness, as I explained before. B level is mastery. B level is really good. A level is obviously exceptional. C level, like I said, at the college level, and especially for me, it means it's good enough. It's good. You followed the instructions, but there's nothing original or really insightful or particularly thought-provoking. It just, the writing's good. You kind of generally answer, the questions or question if there's more than one, and the critical questions and so forth. Then the Canvas orientation quiz I went over at the beginning. Again, both of these are open book, open notes. They're untimed, besides the fact that there is a due date. It's 30 points. The Canvas course policy quiz, again, I think this is 3 or 4 questions, is 16 points. And extra credit, went over those to use a college writing lab or another college or university's, online writing lab. And also, like I said, to upload your pick over here. As I also mentioned, let's say you were at, like, I think I can't remember the example I gave, but let's say you had 798. You'll get the B for the course. So I usually grade, excuse my voice, I usually grade assignments within a week. Try to do it in a shorter amount of time, but the week is going to usually be the most unless I become very ill or something happens to me. Course calendar, this is just copied and pasted from the syllabus because the state requires that we include it with the actual syllabus document. So there's just that. Again, these aren't active links, but for the active links, you go here. The syllabus in the white menu bar, navigation bar. And that's the syllabus. So again, pages really 4 and 5 are the most important parts. And, well, I guess in part of 6, so yeah. All right, let's go back and I'll just show you what these other modules are real quick. They're not complicated. Oh, real quick, there's the student code or policies that I mentioned, again, in the first or second video or both. This is just basically a PDF document, and at the top of it, I have written or typed, by submitting your first assignment for this course, you are agreeing to the following terms. If this were on site, I'd have each of you initial it and hand me back the piece of paper. But that's obviously not possible online, and I'm not going to make you sign it and scan it in and all that mess. Meet Dr. Martin, and I will be uploading an orientation video. Probably by the time you watch this video, you'll see another link here that is just an introduction, me introducing myself via video. Not that you already aren't tired of hearing my voice, but that'll be there. And then this is kind of an infographic style. There's information about me, some pictures of my kiddos, my huge golden retriever named Dudley, and just, silly facts and things. Extra credit, I already gone over that, but there they are, the upload pick of yourself. And there's the instructions for how to do that. You just go over to the count, very far left. And Collin Writing Center, there are the instructions, link, and this is where you actually will upload the document that you receive back from the Collin Writing Center. And this is what I mentioned a while ago. If you want to set up a one-on-one live, meeting, and I have a webcam. If you don't, that's okay, but you will need some sort of microphone or earbuds. They have the microphone built in. Email me. Hey, Professor Martin, I was wondering, if you're available in the next 2 days to meet on, obviously online. And usually I will be, unless I, have to run the children to the doctor's office or get their teeth cleaned or whatever. But I'm only teaching these 2 sections this summer, as opposed to the normal 5 or 6 during the fall and spring semesters. And then once we've set up a time, just click here and it'll take you to my personal meeting room. It's private, and it'll just be you and I. And like I said, great if you have a webcam, not required, but you will be able to see me because I just have one built in my computer. Discussion post, requirements, discussion, and instructions, document, just make sure you read all 3 pages. It's down here because the general guidelines for online discussions, these are tells you about the length. You do have to reply to one of your classmates' posts before the discussion closes, but it tells you, your response may address a specific question or point or answer that your classmate has written, or it may just be generally, I really enjoyed reading your post because ABC. We're talking, sentences here, like a small paragraph in response. Not good job, or way to go, or I like that you mentioned the color green. You need to be specific. Same thing with your answers, original post and to required discussion or required response or follow-up post. Again, full credit, so close to the 56 points. You're gonna have to work on these. These aren't just casual chat boards. These are major assignments in college work, and so you want to treat them as such, obviously, because that's what they are. You need to cite specific examples, and you won't have page numbers because the texts are online. But it can be, for example, when Thomas Paine writes about A and B, that's fine, but you can't just stay in this general, vague, ambiguous zone. And you need to support what you're writing with examples from the text. Instead of citing statistics or scientific studies, research, your quote evidence is from the texts itself themselves. And then, let's get an idea, less than half credit or half credit or less. Around, half credit in between here. Again, this gives you some ideas of the differences. So make sure you check that out. And let's go back to modules, and there's just a few left. They're not long. Yeah. Assignment examples, literary analysis. A lot of this is in, like right here, this link is also in Top Hat. But here are examples of discussion answers and reply posts. To give you an idea of what I mean by length. I can't remember. I think I blurred out the actual students' answers because I don't want you copying and pasting. I want you to come up with your own ideas. And then critical question, example 1, critical questions, what CQ stands for. Example 2. And like I said, you get stuck, come here. And actually, this has more links. I take that back. I'm sorry. Than the one in Top Hat. And some videos. So these are really, really helpful videos. I referenced earlier in the first video. Shmoop, that's what these are taken from. They're just embedded from YouTube. And just some link, external links. This is the actual link that's in Top Hat. And then finally, is just where you actually will submit your assignment. So it's the very last module. Submit all assignments here, and you'll see the due date for each one. I need to add the, the reason why there is, I'm sorry, I had to put my thinking cap on for a second. The reason why there is no, quote, space or place or placeholder for the extra credit picture is because you actually submit it here. There's nothing to upload in the actual assignment tool. But these are all just the quizzes. Click on here and take you to the quiz. Click here, and this is where you will upload. You're going to post to the discussion board. Here's where you will upload your document. So a couple of tips real quick, and then I'm almost done. For both assignments, and especially for the discussion, do not type out your answers in Canvas. Type them in a document, Word, whatever. Save them. That way, if something happens, it doesn't post. It kicks you out because the time limit has passed. Because the time, it's 11:59 already, and you're still typing out your post. You'll lose all that unsaved work. So type it out. Then for the discussions, copy, paste it into the discussion board. And just real quick, and this is confusing, one of my chief complaints with Canvas is to post anything, you click on reply. All right, it's just, instead of post or submit or whatever, it's reply. So anytime you want to post, click obviously on reply. And what else? I'm trying to think, there was one more announcement. I guess that was it. But again, you can just go through all the due dates, the point values are all the same, with the exception of the quizzes. And that is it. That's Canvas. That's the course in a nutshell. It probably didn't seem like a nutshell. But anyway, I'll let you go and have fun this semester. And as I said in the first video, the first one or two readings might seem very strange or odd to you. That's where you can use the link in top hat or come down here. And this should really help you out. You can use a writing lab as many times as you want, just only one time though for extra credit. So you can't rack up, you can't visit every week or send your paper in every week and rack up, 150 points of extra credit. But, excuse me, I'm losing my voice. But you're welcome to use it as many times as you want. You can use a Collin Writing Center and or your university or other college writing center. But having someone else read your work is always helpful. And just having another set of eyes. Again, with both assignments, I expect at least to be academic and professional language. Avoid writing you see that, you read that. It should be the reader, or use a kind of vague pronoun one. One can easily see that the color green represents birth or rebirth or renewal, whatever. And I mean like literally birth. Anyway, okay, I'll shut up now. And again, have a fun semester. I think you'll really like all the short stories, or at least find them interesting. Again, I don't know if they'd be like pleasure reads on a beach, but they're very interesting. Just hang in through the first couple of assignments. And that's it. I'll let you go. Adios.